If you are thinking of starting an Instagram account for your dog in 2023, listen up. Hi, I'm Charlotte and I have had a dog Instagram account for about 9 years. The first few years I kind of just did it for fun, but after the first couple of years I decided I wanted to grow and monetize. So I am here to share how to build a successful dog Instagram account with you so that you can succeed in the dog Instagram world in 2023. The first thing you want to do when starting a dog Instagram is identify the goals you have for your account. No matter what they are, it's important to identify them because it will affect how you proceed and what your content strategy is. There are usually two main goals with Instagram and they are not mutually exclusive, but it's important to think about what your priority is so that you know how you want to move forward when developing your account. Goal number one is making money and monetizing your account. Honestly, if that's why you're starting a dog Instagram, I wouldn't. It's not that you can't. You can make a lot of money on Instagram, but as a content creator, I have found that it is a lot of work. If I was starting a dog Instagram in 2023, I would not start a dog Instagram. I would start a YouTube channel instead. The reason is that YouTube has native built-in monetization through the YouTube Partner Program, and Instagram doesn't really. The YouTube Partner Program is based on revenue sharing, so you get a cut of the ads that air on your videos, versus Instagram is based on bonuses and monetization programs like the Reels Play bonus. So there's a finite amount of money that gets divvied up between all creators. So you have a lot more potential to make a lot more money on YouTube versus Instagram. Goal number two is usually to grow your account. Now, this is obviously important for monetization too, but for people who aren't that interested in monetizing, this is probably your main goal. And this is more if you just want to build connections, learn more about dogs, and create educational content, but also make new friends, and just follow a bunch of cute dogs. Growing your account is more of your goal. I have to say, growing your account and using Dogstagram just for fun is kind of an awesome way to use social media because it really focuses on social media being social. And I have met some of my best friends through dog Instagram. That said, monetizing has been a goal for me. So I will be looking at these strategies through the lens of monetizing being a priority. Now that you've identified your Dogstagram goals, we're gonna get into the actual content strategy. The first thing you want to think about is, what are you talking about? Obviously you're talking about your dog, but what other kind of things do you want to address? I like to think of these in terms of buckets or content pillars, and everything is sort of a theme. Some examples of themes might be breed information, senior dogs, adventuring with your dog, puppy raising, dog sports, mental health, dog-friendly things nearby. These are kind of unlimited by your imagination, but just think of some themes that you want to address with your content. Usually about 3 to 5 themes is really good for creating a strong brand image, because remember, yes, this may be you and your personal life and your dog, but you are also creating a personal brand with it. So you do kind of want to think about how you can create a cohesive personal brand. Now, if you are multi-passionate, I will say you can always change your themes over time. You're a person, so your interests are going to change over time. I've been on Dogstagram 9 years. Of course, my themes have not always been the same all 9 years. I went from mental health focused to adventure focused, and now I just kind of post daily life and talk about my breeds more. But if you're just getting started, I would try to identify some themes just to start and get a sense of how you want to proceed. And you can refine these and change these, throughout the years as things change. Your second content strategy is going to identify how you talk about these themes. Think about your tone. Do you want to be serious and intense in your content? Do you want to be light and funny in your content? Or maybe you want to focus on education and teaching others. These are all things to consider when you're thinking about how you structure and write your content. If I was starting in a Dogstagram in 2023, I would absolutely make sure to talk in my point of view. This is something that gets ignored on Dogstagram all the time, and as someone who has been on Dogstagram for 9 years, this is one of the biggest mistakes people can make. Now, make sure you listen closely to this. Lots of people think that they are making an Instagram for their dog, so they want to talk from the dog's point of view. Don't do it. As fun as it can be to talk from the dog's point of view, it just creates this subtle barrier between you and your audience that makes you a little less relatable. If you talk in the dog's point of view every now and then, it's fine, but keep about 90% of your content from your point of view. If you do choose to use the dog's voice in your content, maybe your content is lighter and less serious and you're just here for fun, all right, no judgment. But if you do choose to use the dog's point of view, please, 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 please do not use dog speak. Dog speak is what I call that kind of baby speak where a bunch of words are misspelled, like I can has cheeseburger. Dog speak isn't inherently bad, but it does contribute to that subconscious barrier between people because it is hard to read. And if your content is harder to read, people are more likely to scroll on by. It's less relatable. If you do choose to use dog speak with your account, and again, this is going against all my advice, but if you do choose it, then make sure you don't use it in DMs. When you are in DMs, everyone knows they are not DMing with a dog. Quick story, I did used to talk from the point of view of my dog on my account when I was new to Dogstagram for the first couple years. And one of my best friends who I met through Dogstagram also used to do that. Well, one day, both of us were drunk, but on Dogstagram. She was across the country from me at this point. We hadn't met in person yet. And we are talking and chatting and we start talking about really serious shit like abusive relationships and past childhood trauma, but we are doing it through the dog's point of view, because at that point we were both like DMing in the dog's point of view. Do you hear what I just said? It is totally ridiculous. Just don't use dog speak in DMs, okay? Please do me that favor. I actually know companies who have wanted to work with an influencer and then they have DM'd the influencer and the influencer has replied from the dog's point of view and they literally won't work with that influencer because of that. So if there is one nugget of truth you take away from this video, please let it be, do not speak from the dog's point of view, especially in DMs. Quick break to remind you that pressing the like button is so helpful for creators. So if you have gotten any value in this video, please consider giving me a thumbs up. If you're starting a Dogstagram in 2023, here is my third strategy tip. Use a variety of post types, but focus on reels. This means you're still gonna wanna use stories, carousels, regular posts, but Reels should be the main focus of your content. Right now, Reels are the best way to reach a new audience that isn't following you anymore. The algorithm boosts them, Instagram is generally focused around video these days, so you're gonna wanna post like 3 to 5 Reels a week, even more if you can. Now going through the content types, static posts are really good for your current audience. For example, I am a dog photographer and I have a lot of dog photographer friends and friends that appreciate dog photography. So what I do is I post my photos as static posts in the feed, and that's where my current followers are most likely to see them. If your account is more educational or a little more serious, you're also going to want to use carousel posts. Carousels are those static posts that you swipe on through to read them all, so they are great for educational content. Stories are going to be great for being a little more casual and building relationships and having conversations with your followers. And now let's get to Reels, the content that everyone loves or everyone hates, and there is no in between. Reels are great for educational content as long as you can condense it down to a very short form, or they're great for silly, relatable, cute content. Reels are ideal for growing your audience because they get you in front of more people. So thinking about your content themes and your tone, if you want to be a more serious and educational account, Reels are going to be great for educating people and introducing them to the value you provide in your account. Reels are also great for relatability. If you have a lighter, more fluffy tone to your account, Reels are going to be the place where you want to share that really cute, funny, silly, goofy stuff that your dog is doing. Reels can be kind of confusing to make them the most effective you can, so make sure you check out my Reels planner in my store. That will help you kind of direct your Reels and distill them down. The Reels planner is excellent for educational or more serious Reels, great for sponsored Reels, so I will leave a link in the description. If you want a little more help other than the Reels planner, I do host the Reels Club. It is a monthly membership that will provide you with long-term education and an awesome community to help you really improve your Reels. Again, I'll put the link in the description of this video. I hope we see you in there. My final strategy to starting a Dogstagram in 2023 is to make sure this is sustainable for you. If you don't like what you're creating, it doesn't matter what your audience likes, because you are gonna get burned out and you're not gonna enjoy creating it. And if you don't enjoy creating it, your audience is going to be able to tell. If you're a new Dogstagrammer, I really hope these tips have helped you. And if you're a more seasoned veteran of Dogstagram, please drop any other tips you might have for newbies in the comments. And make sure to like this video if you found it helpful. It really, really helps support content creators when you like their videos. And subscribe if you'd like to see more dog content and dog social media tips. Bye guys!